Welcome back to our channel. This was where we left our controller. So we've got that main overall shape. It's looking pretty good. It's hollowed out, but it's just one single part. In this video, we are going to split this into two new parts and put those into an assembly. To create this split, first we need to draw a split line. So I'm going to start a sketch on the front plane, going to go normal too, and I'm going to get a midpoint line. This can be found on the drop down underneath the line tool. So start from the origin, just draw a horizontal midpoint that completely cuts all the way through the model. And then just set the size, it goes all the way through the model. So for me, about 300 seems to work pretty well. Then to make the actual split, let's just go up here to the search box. Make sure you're on commands, type in split, and then choose the split feature. So here in the trim tools, we've already got that sketch selected that we just drew, press cut part, and now this body will be cut into two new bodies. So first we've got the top part. I'm going to put a check in the box, and I'm going to double click where it says none. So this allows us to put in a new file name, and then that will shift out this body as a brand new part. So I'm going to call this one something like Games Controller Top 2022, and then do the same for the bottom. So put a check in the box, double click where it says none, and I'm going to call this one Games Controller Bottom 2022. Then when you've got those two file names, just press OK. And now this part will be split out into those two new parts. And if you get any messages about the materials or the units, you can just press OK. And you should end up just stuck in this part, and it looks like not much has changed. But now if we press Ctrl Tab to switch between open documents, we can see we've got two brand new parts there. We've got the bottom and the top, and we can use these to create an assembly. So I'm going to go to bottom part, and then I'm going to choose File, Make Assembly from Part. Now we are in a blank assembly, and going to choose that bottom part from the list on the left. I'm going to press the green tick at the top, and that part is inserted fixed to the origin. Then I'm going to insert the other half, so I'm going to go to Assembly, Insert Components. I'm going to choose the other half from the list and press the green tick again. And as usual with these split parts, because they come from the same parent part, they share the same origin. So by fixing them to the origin in the assembly, it means they line up correctly like this. And then at this stage you can save this assembly, and you can call it something like Games Controller Assembly 2022. So now we have an assembly, we've got these two halves in it. If we look at those two halves, they are not really split in the ideal place. Maybe this top is alright, because there's not really any overhanging areas. If we look at the other half, the bottom half, then we've got these overhangs, and that could cause a big issue when molding, so we need to split this in a better way. To do this, we are going to back to that original parent part, and we are going to edit the split line. You can go back to that parent part just by pressing Ctrl Tab if you've still cut to open. Or you can go to one of the child parts, and you can edit in context, and that will take you back to that parent part. So now we are back in the parent part, and if you look at that split line, which is sliced in a straight line all the way through the part, but really we need a better split line than that. But how do we know exactly where to split without just having the experience? Well, luckily Solidworks has got a tool which can help you with this. This is called the Parting Line Analysis tool. It can be found on the Evaluate tab. Firstly, I'm just going to drag up above that split feature, so we've got one single body again, and then I'm going to choose that tool. So go to Evaluate Parting Line Analysis. This tool will look at your part and it will show you where it thinks you should split it. But the first thing we need to do is choose the direction that we want to open the mold. This is known as the direction of pull. So click in this box on the left and then just choose a vertical line in the model. For example, I'm going to choose this edge, and we want to make sure the arrow is either going directly up or directly down. And then when you press OK, you should see we've got this purple line going across the model. So this indicates where Solidworks thinks is the best place to split your model. If your direction up pull for the mold is what we just selected. If you've got an area without a line or with multiple lines like this, just indicates that that's a vertical face. So you can basically go anywhere across that face. So in this case we could just make a straight line across there. And then here in the middle there's also vertical faces, so we could just go in a straight line across here. So now we can use this purple line as a guide, and we can change our cutting line. To do this I'm going to edit the cutting line, and then I'm going to go normal too. And firstly I'm just going to delete the entire line that we've got at the moment. And this I'm just going to throw in a new line that follows that purple parting line. So just starting on the left here, I'm just going to follow that purple line, and as I said, if you get two faces where it's got multiple lines, you can just go directly across that face, because this is a vertical face, so it doesn't really matter where we split it. So I'm going to follow that line up, and you see here on this curved edge, I'm not exactly following it. Maybe we could use a spline there, but for now I'm just going to estimate it with a straight line. And then I'm just going to go across to the center there, and finish directly above the origin. Then we can add a vertical center line, and we can select everything and mirror it, so we've got a symmetrical cutting line that follows that purple line. We can then fully define the sketch. So you can do this manually, just using Smart Dimension. Or you can go to Display Delete Relations. You can choose Fully Define from the drop-down, and then you should be able to press OK to add in some dimension. This option doesn't always work that well, so if you have issues, you can just add in some more dimensions manually, or you can drag around some of the points to fix them in place. And you might find actually you can just drag on around one of the endpoints of a line and fix in position somewhere. And that should fully define your sketch. So when it's fully defined, just before we exit, let's just round off the sharp corners of the cutting line. And we can do this using a sketch fillet. So select that sketch fillet tool. I'm going to set maybe 2 mm, and then I'm just going to press Ctrl A. So that should automatically fillet all of the corners in the sketch. You might get this warning pop-up. This is basically saying that we've on the sides, but for this model, it's a good approximation. If you're splitting parts up for molding, then the parting line analysis is a really useful tool. And now at this stage, you can save your assembly and all of your parts. To recap, in this video we split this part into 2 new parts. First, we just split with a straight line. Then we saved out those split bodies as new parts, and we added those parts into an assembly. But we found that the split line wasn't really ideal because it gives some overhanging areas, and it probably caused problems when molding. So instead we went back to the parent part. We used the parting line analysis feature. This can be found on the Evaluate tab. Firstly, you have to choose the direction of pull, and then Solidworks will show you where it thinks is the best place to split your model up. We then adjusted that split line to more closely follow that parting line analysis, and then we exited, and then updated the split, and then we saw that the two halves are split up in a much better way. In the next video, we'll continue developing these parts and we'll add some ribs to the insides. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like. Hope it can be useful.